I'm waiting. You got 10 minutes.
Yeah. You just calm down there, little captain.
Oh my good. You're good.
I can't
Oh,
be.
Hey, look, Slightly's in the chat.
Is he? Slightly. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, all right. Oh, hold on. Such angry music tonight. We should be celebrating.
This is celebratory, angry music.
Oh, okay. Is this Kid Rock song or what?
No, this is just good music.
Okay.
I don't know what you would call it. It's just good music.
Yeah, that's it. Good music.
I don't know. I'm doing things over here. Don't mess me up.
Oh, sorry.
This could be
don't mess
bad.
with the guy behind the curtain, ladies and gentlemen. But welcome, Jake Dials and Podfather. What's going on?
Yeah, don't poke the bear.
Smokey the Bear?
There's something in the bear.
Oh, speaking of Smokey, I guess Smokey Robinson's going to be starting to perform at the Venetian. I didn't know he was still alive.
Tell him to protect his balls.
Yeah, exactly. Protect them balls.
Protect the balls.
I still can't believe it. I still think it's some dumbass Californian here that brought his own scorpion.
You know what? Yeah, like the thumb in the Coke or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, maybe you should be wearing chonies when you go to bed. Then your balls wouldn't get stung.
It's Vegas. Why are you wearing anything?
Oh, that's right.
Come on.
Well, to protect yourself and your organs from scorpions. Yeah.
Oh, I see beautiful shaky. Nice
yeah, Shells is in. She is in the house. You missed us. Well, we're always around. And then there's T-Gun.
Yo, T-Gun's in the house? Nice.
T-Gun.
I can't see anything, so.
Yeah. Scooter's in the back behind the closed curtain taking care of things right now, guys. Anyways, we'll get the damn show started here in about 7 minutes or so.
There you go.
Hopefully everyone's had a fantastic week and a super Tuesday. See what I did there?
I saw that. Super Tuesday.
Yeah. Super Tuesday. Shells, I've been dealing with bullshit here I feel your pain, sister. I really do. But hopefully you can deal with it and deal with it good, if you know what I mean.
I am chagrined. I had a nice little chat with Shells, and I am just chagrined. I don't know how else to put it.
Chagrin? What is chagrin?
I'm pissed. I'm angry.
You're shitting. Yeah, okay.
I am chagrined.
You're ready to kick some ass then.
Yeah.
I'm available for hire for about $25,000 right now.
There you go. Hell yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, Abraham, welcome to the show. We'll be getting started in about a little over 6 minutes, so hang in there. Let everyone grab their cup of coffee and get their feet up and relaxed and all that good shit.
Yeah, well, I'm still making changes.
Music.
I think I may have kicked this in the. All right.
Did you kick it in the right direction?
I think I did.
Oh my God, it's a miracle. I guess you get your producer badge back.
Ooh, that'd be good. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
You still never answered me on the executive producer position for my other little gig. Anyways.
What are we talking about?
Talk about that later. The M&M, if you know what M&M stands for.
Sadly, yes.
Well, we haven't talked about it with our audience, so
yeah,
it's like a hushed little secret. But you never know. If you stay to the end of the show, you might know a little something about it. So stay tuned for details, I guess, maybe.
A little more, yeah. All right, so let's go there.
Shell said, "What's that?" Oh, slightly asked before I could finish typing, and that's a new word. You learn something new every day.
Chagrin.
Yeah,
Chagrin.
Chagrin. Yeah, chagrin. I think it's Somalian. Speak for something.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, Zomberry.
Zomberry's in here. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Zomberry is in Colorado. Yeah.
And BP, he's probably working, but he's joined us.
I'm not acknowledging BP. I'm sorry.
I'll acknowledge you, BP. I got love for you still. Don't worry.
Fine. I'll acknowledge
T-Gun
you.
thinks you said shit grinned.
A shit grinned? No. T-Gun, you know better than that. Shug grinned. It's good to see you in here. You haven't been in a long time, brother.
That's what she said.
Exactly. No penetration.
And I wasn't referring to shells, by the way.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Now, if everything works, this will be interesting.
I would love it. Oh my God, I'm still traumatized. You know, over the past week, I've been telling my passengers about 2 songs, right? That we discussed.
Yes.
The electric. What is it? The electric slide and the
Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, and Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh my.
So I tell them about it, and then I play about 30 seconds of each song, and they just laugh.
They're like, "Oh my God, really? That's what that means?" Oh. Okay, so I think we're good there. Let's see. Let's go to here. Yeah.
Oh my God, we only have 3 minutes left. I hope I get my beverages here in time. My God.
You better call that order in quick.
I put it in.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
What? That doesn't work, does it?
No, everything works fine. That's not a problem.
T-Gun says Cotton Eye Joe was our prom song.
Well, that's where all the STDs come from.
It is.
Okay, I think we can do this.
I hope so.
I think we can.
Oh my God!
That.
Everyone's waiting on us so patiently.
Yeah.
Zomberry, welcome back, Zomberry. You haven't missed the start of the show, so
no, you can keep checking in. Tell Austin, and he better be joining in. That's her husband.
Tell every damn person you know that we're on.
Exactly.
They'll appreciate us more than they appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, does slightly sound just a smidge muffled? I'm just curious.
Muffled?
Muffled. Have you got something in your mouth? Take the underwear out of your mouth now.
Well, I have nothing in my. Well, I have my tongue in my mouth. That's about it.
Okay. Speak clearly. Enunciate.
So, how do I sound out there, ladies and gentlemen? Do I sound muffled? I didn't mess with any of my settings, I swear.
Is he sounding muffed?
I'll never sound muffed.
Okay, all right, fine. Let's see. Speakers. Try it now.
Sounds like cotton panties, they said. I don't think I've ever worn. Yeah. I wear silk panties. Yeah.
How about now? Say something.
The big sexy just looked at me weird as he walked in. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, brother. All right. Okay, so that's the best we can do.
I sound better now?
T-Gun says it sounds like silk. Silk panties in your mouth. Yeah.
Well, either that or you're just going to have a lot of fucking editing to do, my friend.
I always have a lot of editing. Nobody likes me. Everybody wants me to edit stuff.
I can tell. I mean, our audience is still waiting for our 20-minute video that we did 2 hours of 3 weeks ago.
Okay, so we did 4 hours of video to get a 20-minute segment out of it. 4 hours.
Where did we go wrong?
240 minutes and some change.
Do you know how many words were spoken?
I did not count the words.
You should ask AI. Maybe AI could tell us.
I love you too, Shells. I can see the board again. Yay!
What about me, Shells? No love for somebody,
No. You've got silk panties in your mouth. You don't need love. Stop eating your mic. Here we go.
Oh, it's a mic. That's right. Never mind.
You're listening to the Beans and Weenie Show is Slightly Doomed.
Yeah, I bet we are.
Just a little doomed. We're less doomed today.
And now
We are less doomed today than yesterday.
Future felons, James and Scooter.
Well, there we go. Now people can hear what the hell he's saying. Welcome to the show, everybody. It's the Slightly Doomed Show with my good friend over here, Scooter.
Yay, thank you. And this is my best friend, Slightly. Hi, James.
Yeah, apparently with silk panties
in your mouth.
Yeah,
And
good to
lucky.
see you there, Scoot. Yeah.
Dude, I'm jealous. I have not had silk panties in my mouth for about 10 years.
I can send you some silk panties.
Can you? I'll take
I'm not going
them.
to tell you who wore them, though.
I don't want to know. Just get them from somebody in the back seat. It'll be, and give me some of the boob tape, too. That was an interesting.
Don't bring up. Oh, my God. Why do you got to bring up the boob tape?
Well, because it's interesting and it's unique. And you know what? You're out there playing with all the stars. I bet it was a star that put it in there.
I bet you it was. The sad part is I as soon as the passenger notified me of such tape, I try to recollect. I'm like, what passenger would fucking leave boob tape? Tape to the back of the driver's seat that I can't fucking see.
How did they alert you to it? Did they like go, oh, what's this? It looks like nipple tape.
No. They were kind of like, they were scared to tell me. They were like, we don't know how to tell you this. But, you got some tape on the back of, I'm like, tape? Like what? Like Scotch tape or what?
Leaving duct tape back here. Dude.
Duct tape or what? They're like, it's boob tape. And I'm like, what the hell is boob tape?
Everybody knows what boob tape is? Wow.
I didn't know that there was such thing as boob tape. I'm sorry. I guess I live in Joe Biden's basement, I guess. I don't know.
Well, okay, so you're not taking you're not taking a part of the Chinese media, the short form TikTok or Clapper, because if you watch that, you will stumble across these young ladies that say, "Get ready with me. Today I'm going to wear these panties with this skirt and these boots, and oh yeah, I'm going to cover my nipples." So they'll tell you all about boob tape on TikTok. I think Snapchat, but I don't have it because there's for Snapchat, there's an age requirement. You've got to be under a certain age, and I'm not.
Oh, for what? For boob tape?
For boob tape. Well, just to be on Snapchat, because it's like it's a drugged in dating app, from what I understand, from what I've heard. They go out on Snapchat. That's right. They go out on Snapchat. They advertise their wares, and if I remember correctly, you can make the pictures and the videos disappear after a short amount of time. They go. Whoosh.
Oh, I've done that with a couple pictures on Snapchat. Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah. It's BP says it's better than fish. Plenty o fish. Of course, I'm not allowed on that. I was barred from that app, so we won't talk about it.
I'm not going to ask you what you did there.
We're not going there.
That might get us barred over on YouTube.
And I think I'm still in jail over on Zoosk, so nobody's going to find me there either.
What the hell is Zoosk?
It's like Match.com light.
Oh, okay.
Where you only put in like the first 8 numbers of your credit card, and if you find something you like, then you've got to put in the rest of them. It's interesting. I got you.
Yeah, I think they have something like that here in Las Vegas. It's called prostitution.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, but they come with the card reader built in, so never mind.
Well, these come with.
Let me lift my boob tape and slide your card. What the hell are we talking about? That is not the show that I planned, Slightly. I don't know.
Yeah. Stick to the script, will you?
Good Lord. Are you guys enjoying this crap? My gosh, Donnie, motherfucking Miles, we got pickle sauce out here. Pickle sauce, you know what? If you're a dill, it's a good sauce. That's all I can say. I like pickle sauce.
I know somebody who loves pickle juice. Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm loving holy shit. That is a dog. That is a beautiful looking bratwurst with some mustard down the middle. Pickle sauce. Glad to have you in here.
Now, I just ate, but now you're making me hungry.
Am I? Well, don't worry, because we'll bring up some of BP's culinary delights. Good Lord. And yes, I did like his little videos. Anyway, we got Gump over here on Twitch. Rock on, Gumper.
Right on.
Real Patriots Voice hanging out with what? Wait a minute. You guys are supposed to have a show. What the hell are you doing on here?
Because everybody's over here with us.
Everybody wants to see us. T-Gun, we haven't seen in a long time. The beautiful and talented Shaky Shells. Podfather is joining us over on Podbean. We've got a few others. Jake Dials, good to see you. Jake, are you going to participate tonight? I just need a 1 in the chat if you agree to participate at any point of this show. And I saw the 1. Good job. All right, Jake. Jake is going to participate. We appreciate that.
I'm going to with some cojones. I like it.
Yeah, there we go. And then that dude, Slightly Serious. I don't know what the fuck he's doing here, but anyway.
Yeah, I love so much. I'm even around on Saturday nights apparently. So,
hey, well, that's right. You have been co-opted into the cult. It's the cult of Beans and Weenie, and we're going to take over the fucking world. Pardon my language, but how are you feeling today, Slightly? Tell me all about it.
I'm feeling really great. Except I probably have to fire my my manager who signed me up for Saturdays and got me like 5 cents a show. But no, overall, I'm doing well. I'm staying away from the Venetian hotel rooms because people, the latest story there that I don't know if anybody's heard, but the latest story in Las Vegas says a man is going to be suing the Venetian casino and hotel because while he was sleeping in his room, a scorpion kind of decided to go bite his nuts.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Scorpions do not bite.
They pinch? Do they pinch?
No, they sting. They're like a bee. They have a stinger. It's a little curved thing.
I guess I guess the guy would have been better off hiring a prostitute and taking a chance with an STD because instead he got stung by a fucking scorpion.
Hey, I like to get stung in my nutsack. You got some needles? Just bring them with you. That'll be like a scorpion sting. It'll be great. I want. How the hell did the scorpion get in there?
Into the room? I don't know. I guess he just climbed his happy ass all the way up the stairs, I guess.
They don't move that fast. Yeah, I mean, come on. They're like big looking. They're like tarantulas with a big tail.
Well, you know what I was thinking today as I was driving? I'm like, you know what? This is probably some dude from California that brought his own damn scorpion, and he's just going to try to screw the Venetian Hotel and Casino.
Pretty much. That's what it's the finger in the Pepsi at Wendy's. I mean, that's exactly what it is.
Exactly. Other than that, I don't think I've had too many exciting rides lately. Just been working a lot. Although I did sleep for over 6 hours yesterday, so I'm very wide awake compared to any other days of the week.
I was, you know what? I was glad to hear that. And although you missed a whole bunch of rides, and now your rating as a chauffeur has gone down a little bit.
Yes.
Other than that.
And I didn't get to hear my passengers say, "Drive, James, drive."
Drive, James. James, take me over to Caesar's. I want a salad, James. Lovely.
What I hate the most, though? Here's what I hate the most about driving these fuckers around.
Tell me.
Is you go to pick somebody up, right? Because you get a little details about where they're going, where you're picking them up, where you're taking them to.
Right.
And when I accept, I'm like, I'm good with where I'm going and where I'm taking them. And then they pick them up and they say, "Oh, can I add a stop?" And I'm like, "No, fucker, you said from here to there." Like, what the fuck do you think I am?
A chauffeur? Can you charge if they add a stop? Can you pop them for an extra little amount of money?
No, they just put it in their phone and it automatically tells me, "Oh, new stop. A stop has been added." And so, like this one fucker, right? This is a couple of weeks ago. I was so pissed. So the fare was supposed to be $18. Where we were going to from where I picked them up at. It was a couple.
Right.
And they're like, "Oh," so I pick them up and they're like, "Do you mind if I add a stop? It's on the way." And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. It's on the way, no problem." So he adds it. The fare goes from $18. Key number there. 18 is the original fare.
18.
It was from $18 to $22. So 2 minutes into going to the place where we're stopping, they're like, "Oh, never mind. We're just going to go where we're going," which I'm like, "Okay, no big deal. We're in that direction anyways."
Right.
So the fare goes from $22 to $15.
Oh, they're gaming the system.
Wait a minute. I was told I was getting fucking $18. Now you're fucking, what are you, my cheap whore now? Unbelievable.
You got smacked for a -3. Did you enjoy it? Did it leave a mark?
Was it
nice?
Good.
Okay.
No lube, no nothing.
Straight up there, sandpaper, baby. You're taking it. You're gonna like it. Here we go. Anyway,
Well, that's been my week. It's been all right.
well, that's a good week. I've been having a great week too because I've got to interface with all kinds of people all over the world. You out in Vegas, I'm like the central communications point in this entire endeavor. It's fucking exciting.
You're like the command center.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just ask Mom.
Exactly. Well, I deal with the East Coast. I deal with the West Coast. It makes my day good. Then I chase a little old lady around a little bit. What the fuck? It's an exciting time to be alive. Yes.
At least she's not going from the East Coast to the West Coast without your knowledge.
Now, hold on. You guys know what I'm dealing with here. We got a little dementia, a little Alzheimer's going on. Yes.
A little Joe Biden going on.
We got a little Joe Biden in yep. And we do. We traverse from the East to the West Coast because we don't know where we're at. And when that magic number of 4 o'clock in the afternoon hits, holy shit. I was told today, we need to call them and tell them and let them know where I'm going to be staying. Who we calling? First off, I want to know.
And where are you staying?
Yeah, and who is it I'm needing to notify? And that always catches me off guard because it's like, what? But then it smooths out, it evens out, because then we go from semi not knowing where we are to completely who in the hell knows where we're at. It's true. Can I sleep at your house? Okay.
You say, yeah, you're more than welcome to stay at the house with me, Mom.
You can stay at the house, Mom, not a problem. Let me make you up a pallet so you can. But that's what makes life exciting.
How much more excitement can we entertain in our lives? That's what I've been beginning to think. Oh, I forgot to tell you.
Tell me.
So the gas company caught on to me.
Ooh, wait a minute. The gas company, the natural gas company, or the petroleum?
Nevada gas. I think that's what they call it, or something or other. I don't know. But so we moved in here as a brand new residence, right?
Yep.
Southwest Gas. That's what it is. And so, we started getting all of our bills. The electric bill was coming in pretty cheap compared to California. No big deal.
Right.
And out here, you pay for your gas separate from your electric bill, which I'm not used to, but it is what it is. And so we would be getting electric bills for like $15 a month. I'm like, oh, I like this.
What?
$15 a month since the day we moved in.
Wow.
And, I kind of looked at it. I'm like, that's weird. It doesn't show any type of gas usage or anything like that. And it just shows, it looks like I'm just paying the connecting fee. So anyways, I got a letter today.
So it's $3,000 to connect it, but we're going to parse it out in 47 easy payments, $15 a pop, and then you'll be good to go.
And so I get a letter that says a recent inspection of the gas facilities located at your home indicated the gas usage was not registering correctly.
No. Really? No.
Big Sexy is telling me about this, right? And so I'm I'm like, oh, fuck, they're going to go back all the way since we moved in. It's going to be a couple $1,000. Oh. I'm happy to announce they're only charging me to make up for the last 3 months. So thank God I never said anything to them. And I saved, I've saved more money than switching to Geico.
There you Hey. Okay. That's exactly.
That was my excitement for the day.
Well, that is pretty exciting. I mean, because you could have gotten hit with that big gas bill. I mean, because you're running those cocaine dryers, and Pickle Sauce has a great question. That we need to get them out to Vegas because they want to know where the drugs and the hookers are.
The what is it? We call it the whores and blow, or hookers and blow. Yeah.
Hooker. What the fuck are you? You're like old now. What you're. Hookers and blow. It's all hookers and blow. Is that
someone old saying? Is that an old saying or what?
Yeah, take me to the hookers and the cocaine. That's what I want to do.
I know where that's at. Yeah.
Well, basically, you just go down to any establishment, and you will run into at least one or two of those. It's great.
Yes, I've had passengers who've also been taxi cab drivers. They've told me if you ever have someone that wants to go to a quote unquote massage parlor and have some sex,
Yes.
there's a great place on such and such address, and they'll give you a great kickback.
Ooh, it's like
It's a couple $100.
Nice. The strip clubs, dude.
No, not strip clubs. This is where you get a massage.
Touchy, happy ending. Go on. That's right.
Oh yeah, Mama-san.
Madam Who is going to take care of you. Madam Who.
All right. So your week went all right as well, right? We both thoroughly enjoyed what happened yesterday, right?
Holy mackerel! Did we not have a great time yesterday? Were you partying? Did you like yell and scream and shoot off fireworks?
I did. It was amazing. I mean, I think I had an orgasm. Even it couldn't have gotten any. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
You lucky bastard! I haven't seen one of those in fucking 10 years. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm going to Vegas. That's all there is to it, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
We're shutting down the show.
Yeah, so it was a Super Tuesday. Obviously, Trump only lost one state, I believe.
No, you can't even call that a loss. Really, you cannot call that a loss. It was Super Tuesday, and guess what, ladies and gentlemen?
The winner is Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's right.
Vermont is not a state to be lost. If you look at the voter rolls, they've changed the way they do it. They have about 400,000 people on the voter rolls, and they do not declare a party, so they can have an open primary. So basically, you just go vote for whoever you want to whenever you want, and probably vote 2 or 3 times, and you make sure you pull the lever for Bernie Sanders because that's his home state.
That is yes. And you know what? It's amazing that. So, in other words, you're telling me it's all Democrats and they voted for Nikki Haley just to piss Trump off.
Exactly. That's all they did. You are exactly right. And the turnout was so low. It was interesting, phenomenal, fantastic. But
were you surprised that this morning Nikki dropped down so fast?
Well, yes, I was. I was really shocked at the entire scenario. I thought she was going to continue to pad her pockets with all that Democrat donor money, but
4-minute speech. That's all she gave.
Well, it's like, you don't like me? Fuck y'all. I'm out of here. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. So screw you. You get Donald Trump. Bye.
Well, it was a little bit better than that. I mean, she looks that Donald Trump can get everyone on board.
Yes.
Basically appease her constituents that voted for her. And however, the big important thing is she did not endorse him this morning.
Okay. She didn't endorse Donald Trump. When you woke up this morning or this afternoon or whatever time it was that you woke up, hey, Mayor Crazy, good to see you in here.
5 a.m. this morning.
And Miss Dixie, good to see you. Did you hit the interwebs? Did you see what the big news of the day is after Super Tuesday?
No.
Okay, well, I did it. I did it for you. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the deal. So if you woke up, you got on the interwebs, and you took a look at the mainstream media, first thing you were hit with, guess what? Well, Nikki lost, but she's on the fucking headlines. She's on above the fold. It's all about Nikki. But you know what?
Oh, it's not Donald Trump kicking her ass. It's her.
It's Nikki. All right. And then you jump out and you say, well, maybe that's just an abomination. And CBS, okay, let's go to ABC. No, it's all about fucking Nikki. Are you kidding me? Good Lord. Not only with ABC, how about NBC? It's fucking Nikki Haley.
Unbelievable.
There was one, and it's not this one. CNN, Haley exits race, creating a Biden-Trump rematch. Why is Nikki getting any airtime right now?
Right. She lost. She's out. It's all about Donald.
It should be all about Donald moving on to the November race, the presumptive nominee for the Republican Party, and Joe Biden, the feckless twit that's going to represent all of the unintelligent Democrats across the United States, the dead ones, and the ones of multiple personalities that vote 7 times. Hey, Miss Dixie, I saw you there. Now, this surprised me. This surprised the hell out of me because I try not, I got to put on gloves and a condom to even visit this website, ladies and gentlemen. But
Oh my God.
I could not believe it.
MSLSD.
I was fucking floored.
Wow.
I was completely floored. These fuckers didn't have anything about Nikki other than Nikki Haley couldn't beat Trump. And you've got Donald and JoJo, the clown, on the front above the fold.
Oh my God.
I was completely astounded with that.
But you watch. I know you have Nikki Haley out of the loop on everything, but give it 5 days to 6 days.
Yes.
By the time our next show, next Wednesday,
Okay.
Donald's going to reach out to Haley. They're going to kiss and make up.
Nope.
She's going to endorse him.
Never.
But you have to look at it this way. She's got the bargaining chips right now.
Don't she? She's got nothing.
No, she's got her supporters.
Oh.
And if Donald wants to tap into that, they're going to have to make some amends.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls.
I'm just saying.
You're freaking killing me. Okay, so
I think he needs as much support as he can get right now.
no. Okay, so wait a minute.
I know this threw you for a loop, but that's what I've conjured up this morning.
No, you didn't. That's a good. I like the way you were conjuring. Here's the deal. Okay, so here's the thing. If Nikki is such a hot property, a hot commodity, he's got to go out there. He's got to bend a knee, shake a hand, kiss a baby, or whatever it is to get Nikki's followers to come over with him. All right. So Alaska, where there's basically nobody. All right. He beat her 8-1. 9,000 folks came out in support of Donald Trump in the Alaskan caucus. Nikki Haley has no cock. 1,200 people. They're all Democrats. And they said, we want Nikki.
Okay.
All right. Alabama. 500,000 people in the state of Alabama. And that's about all of the population that can read. Voted for Donald Trump. 77,000. Why do you want to court these 77,000? They were voting for Biden anyway in the general election.
Let's go to let's scroll down to more liberal states, though.
Okay, look. Oh my gosh, California.
Wow. That's amazing.
The fucking Mexicans coming across the border voted for Donald Trump. Nikki Haley, dude. That is some kind of a shellacking, a waxing, if I might venture the word. But
what about when it comes down to the general election between Trump and Biden?
Yes,
the independent vote is going to be very important. And you have, and I could be wrong, I should probably double check and research and fact check, as the fucking liberal media likes to talk about. You have just as many independents right now as you do Democrats and Republicans, from what I understand.
Not entirely, no. Actually, in the United States, the Democrats outnumber Republicans in registrations.
And what about the independents? Where are they at?
Independents are third. They've always been third. They're not a huge population, but they're enough to tip the balance of the scales either way in a general election in the United States. The most of the independents are people from the Republican Party who have said, Mitch McConnell? No, I'm going independent. Fuck all the rest of this shit. You know,
you have the under Trumpers too.
You give us Romney for a long time. God bless him. He's an idiot. John McCain was running the party. What's the wicked witch from Wyoming? Somebody clue me in, because I don't want to say her name because she might pop up on here, and she's still making waves out there. Yeah, the daughter of George Bush's Liz Hoare Cheney. Yes, Liz Hoare Cheney, who is primaried. She got trounced. She's still out there talking about, well, we've got to find a way to keep Donald Trump out of the White House and out of the Oval Office because he's just going to ruin the country. He's going to give us back prosperity. He's going to help the middle class pay less for their milk and their gasoline. And we just can't have it, by God. And he'll get us out of all those wars where we send that money and it comes back into our pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, the bitch.
That's how you really feel, Scoop.
Yeah, that's what it is. Well, okay, so let me bring this up. This is kind of fun. This is kind of interesting. You remember the hubbub, the bullshit. The Secretary of State in Colorado said, guess what, Donald Trump? You're not allowed to be in the primary. I'm taking you off of the ballot. And their Supreme Court came down and said, yeah, get rid of the Trumpster, man. Give me another doobie so I can, interpret law and shit. And then some more news. I don't know if you guys heard it. Supreme Court, they sided with the American citizens.
Oh, yeah.
9-0 vote.
It has been a fantastic week for the Republicans and for America.
It's been a fantastic week for the Americans. Fuck the Republicans. I'm sorry. I only associate with the Republican Party because it's the party of Abraham Lincoln. And
okay, that's fair.
Lincoln was the greatest president in our history. And I mean, you got George Washington a close second, and you got a few other folks in there. Ronald Reagan is definitely in the top 5, but that's the only reason I associate. And I think, you know what? I think Trump could step out of the Republican Party, create his own third party, and I think he'd do fine. Yeah.
If he ran as an independent, he'd still win.
I think he would.
I think so.
And sadly, I think he's continuing in the Republican Party because they have the infrastructure in place.
Well, you need the advertising cash.
Yes, you do. You need that dollar for dollar matching that not only does the federal government give you, but I mean, shit.
And you realize the Democrats have twice as much money as the Republicans right now, as far as campaign funding?
In the coffers, yes. But when it comes down to the amount of money that can be amassed from Republicans, the Republicans have more economic ability to put money into campaigns. The problem is we've got a lot of panty waist fucking bitches who, for whatever reason, they don't like mean tweets or some shit, or they don't want to be excluded from the tea parties in New York or some crap, so they hold back their dollars trying to negotiate with them. But
you can't hurt people's feelings.
No, you can't. Well, dude, I think you need to take corporate money out of the election. Elections, you should only be able to donate to elections if you're a citizen. That's it.
That's true. BP over on Podbean says Biden's spending all the campaign contributions on ice cream.
Yes, he is.
Something you and your mom have in common.
That's right. Mom's a big fan of ice cream. Well, you did the research on it. You found out that there is a correlation to Alzheimer's patients and dementia patients and ice cream.
Yes, because it brings happiness back to their memories. Mm-hmm. And dementia patients love ice cream because it stimulates them.
It brings back those good memories, childhood memories, things that they can actually hold on to and remember some things about who they are. What's up, Real Patriots, boys? I thought you guys had a show. It's only Wednesday. What the fuck's going on with you people? Jeez. Crash. Biden has stocks in Ben & Jerry's. Actually, I think Ben & Jerry's has Biden on the payroll, to be quite candid with you, if we had to do some research and take a look at that. But so let's get back to it. As you were alluding to, great week, and a little something extra. FANI. I love the meme you sent me, and I don't have it, or I'd throw it up there.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Yep.
It was a pretty good one, though, I tell you.
That was it. Do you remember what it said? I'm just curious. Is it?
I'm looking for it. It's quite a few text messages ago.
Yeah, it was like 9 hours ago when you sent that to me, but yep.
Yeah, it's right here.
Loose Willis in Lie Hard. That is a great. Okay,
That's a great name right there.
So, geez, if
So you have the Supreme Court 9-0.
9-0.
You have Trump kicking the shit out of Haley to the point to where she's out.
Yep.
You have FANI on the verge of hopefully going to prison for all the other shit that's coming out.
Oh my God, that's exciting.
It doesn't seem like lawfare is working for him.
It seems to be okay. It seems to be cracking, and they are starting to eat themselves. Have you seen the latest with AOC being chased around New York by the liberal Democrats who want a ceasefire in Gaza? Oh my God!
Oh my God!
That's fucking crazy. They're chasing me, and they're your fucking supporters. You created the monster, and the monster is going to eat you.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's true. I love it. They're stressed out. I think their cockles are shaking.
their cockles are hacked, is what it is.
I think so. I mean, I'll make a bet with you. Never mind. I lose bets with you. But you watch and see. We are not going to see. Yeah, I know what you're looking for. You watch and see.
Yep.
We will potentially not have a presidential debate this year.
Oh no, there's not going to be a debate. Trump threw down the gauntlet. He said, anywhere, anytime, out behind the shed. I don't care, old man. Wear your fucking ski boot sneakers and come on. Let's do a little debating. And you know they cannot let him anywhere near a podium or a mic.
Oh, my God. Yeah, well, if they did, it would probably be considered elder abuse. That's how much, Trump would beat the shit out of him that badly. It'd be elder abuse.
Well, Jill would be running out there with throwing the white flag. Leave my husband alone. Hunter would be in the back going, hey, man, it's not politics, man. I mean, give me a fucking break. These are crazy. And the election interference is already ramping up. I mean, if you remember, this started back in 2020, the outrageous lies that the mainstream media told, and they told them directly to your face. How do you like that? They fucking lied to your face, telling you that, no, you're too stupid to know what's going on. We know better. It's crazy. And we got a little memory lane here that we're going to take a walk down. So bear with me. Yeah, man. Okay. So I think some of you may remember the Hunter Biden laptop.
Oh, yeah.
What happened with the Hunter Biden laptop? Well, they found it. They found incriminating information. They found emails about Hunter doing business and the big guy sitting in on it. Plus, they found all the pictures of him having sex with underage hookers and smoking crack. But what did they do?
Vegas, I swear.
Government deep state circled the wagons, ladies and gentlemen. More than 50 former intel officials say the Hunter Biden smear smells like Russia. It's all Russian interference. 51 of these mother individuals.
Efforts.
You motherfuckers came out and they signed a letter saying this looks like the blowjob Clinton got from Monica Lewinsky. It's all just Russian disinformation. Do not believe your eyes. Do not believe your ears. It's Russian disinformation. And they started that. This actual article was printed October 20th of 2020. So about 2.5 weeks before the November 2020 election.
Wow.
It started there. And that wasn't all there was. Oh my God. We got lovely people from CNN coming out. Let's see here. Yeah, man. If it ever comes up. But the
the New York Post front page announcing Biden's secret emails. More shadiness involving Hunter Biden. As political...
Now, does anybody remember this leprechaun? Do you remember this dude?
I bet you Podfather does.
Podfather, do you remember the leprechaun on the screen? I'm just curious, or by the sound of his voice. Evidently. Anyway.
Entertainment goes. This is not a brand new TV show. It's just a new season of the show. Hunter Biden's business dealings in Ukraine were a key part of the plot last season in the impeachment of President Trump. Hunter has already apologized. Well, he's already admitted to poor judgment and swampy behavior. His father has said that it will not happen again. And at this point, most people have moved on. But Trump needs a closing.
Trump needs a closing argument because he's being impeached for shit that doesn't mean anything. So, Podfather, welcome to the show, number one. Glad to see you here. Hope you're feeling better.
Well, it's hump day, of course. And that would be Brian Stelter, or better known as the little pipsqueak.
That's right. Where is Brian Stelter these days? Can you give us a rundown of what his occupation is?
He's probably nowhere to be found since CNN fired his ass.
That's right. He is unemployed, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Stelter is collecting that unemployment out of the state of New York, which...
That government cheese.
Exactly. It does not rival illegal immigrant information or money.
Oh, I love how Mark Dice pokes fun at Brian Stelter, where Mark Dice does the little falsetto trying to mock Stelter.
Exactly. But just to refresh your memory, ladies and gentlemen, this is 2020. This is the election. This is not big news. You don't need to pay attention to it. This is just the Republicans and Donald Trump trying to scare up something so they can win an election and stay in the White House. So don't pay attention to this. Now, wait a minute. There's more. If it's more. For 2 low payments, there's a lot more. And but here's the deal. This is the lovely and talented
people, Mr. Derkach in particular, that our own intelligence community has said on the record is a Russian intelligence agent. And I want to tell you, I worked in the government for 5 years, read very classified information, working at the White House and as the ambassador.
What, do you get the information in Biden's garage?
And this is on the lovely and talented Joy Reid show. That was October 18th of 2020. The government, they rolled out everybody. I mean, it was all hands on deck, circle the wagons, because we can't have the truth getting out and spoil the plans we have for, our global society that we're going to put in place here. So it was, let's see, I got to read some of these. Hunter seems to think his dad's reelection depends on his sobriety.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what his election depends on. No, it's the dead people that he can get to vote.
That is true. He needed the dead people to pull him over.
Well, that's exactly what he needs to do. But not to belay the point, but just to give you an idea of exactly what is going to be going on, because they're gonna institute it. You know it. They've already started. But here's the thing: the Democrats are just going to continue to throw lies out, lie after lie after lie. Here's some of the ones that we did in the past. Lie number one, the Capitol Hill riot was an armed insurrection, which 5 people were killed, including a U.S. Capitol officer hit by a fire extinguisher in the head. The reality, the proven facts of this is that rioters had no firearms or even knives. 2 of the 5 that died from a stroke and a heart attack. And they were not even at the site when they died. It was the next day. They're just attributing the deaths to January 6th insurrection. And we know for a fact that Brian Sicknick, the dude that has a podcast or whatever the fuck he's doing now, hanging out with the redheaded bitch comedian.
Kathy Griffin.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the name, Podfather. Well, He wasn't.
I was hoping you would have probably said Jen Psaki, the little peppermint patty on MSLSD.
No.
MSNBC.
No, I would not mention her name either. But anyway, Sicknick
The
did
only
not.
significant death that occurred on January 6th was Ashley Babbitt's death when she was murdered by that police officer.
You are correct. She was shot in cold blood by a police officer. All right. There were 2 women that died in that. Out of the 5 that died, 2 of them, they were MAGA supporters, and they were women. One was beat to death by Capitol Police, and the other one was shot by a Capitol policeman.
Both unarmed, I believe, right?
Yep. Nope. They had no arms. As a matter of fact, yep. No arms. But don't let us hold you up there. Let's just run on here. All right. So Trump incited the riot. So we know that the impeachment managers in the Trump impeachment, they falsified evidence. They left information out. They actually cropped pictures for their benefit. They created an inflammatory video. They got with Hollywood and they put on that primetime production of the impeachment trial. Here's why we're impeaching Trump. And who was it they had for the narrator? It was, I don't know, Harrison Ford or something. It was fun.
They should have gotten Morgan Freeman, and he would have had more impact because he's black.
Oh, that's right. It should have been Morgan Freeman.
Or James Earl Jones, for that matter.
No, James would never do it. You could never get Darth Vader to do that. Trump is a criminal. Nope. Can't do it. But anyway, we've got this amazing amount of lies that they threw out. And this was in 2020 in order to interfere with the election. And that didn't gain traction. So what did they do? They come up with this mail-in ballot scheme. And for some funny reason, Trump led the election up until about 2:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you got the Biden bump. I don't know how that happened. Do you know how that happened?
I don't know. We would have to. I like our show being on YouTube, so I don't know.
Bye, YouTube. Love ya. See ya.
Yeah. Well, you had some people going under the desks and, going out to the car and getting some boxes from a trunk and bringing them in.
Allegedly.
You have to bring some in.
Allegedly bringing out the suitcases. Allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Phew, God.
I mean, there's videotape evidence of election workers at State Farm Arena here in Atlanta being ordered to leave, and then election workers just magically came back in and dragged out boxes and briefcases from underneath the tables with what appeared to be ballots. But according to Georgia election officials, they say that video was a lie, that it was rigged. It was all cooked.
Exactly. You're not supposed to believe your eyes, that your eyes lied to you, ladies and gentlemen. But here's the question. Why did they shut down the State Farm Arena? Do you remember that reason?
They said that there was a water main break, that pipes were bursting.
A water main break. So what happens when you have a water main break? Doesn't water flood the floor? So wouldn't all of these ballots that were sitting on the floor that they came back in and pulled them out from underneath the tables, wouldn't those just be soggy and you couldn't run them through the Dominion machines?
Yeah, you would think
Apparently not.
Well, it must not have been a water leak. So there was a different reason that they sent everybody home and the poll watchers. Amazing. Perception is reality.
That it is. And you know what? After this FANI list, I don't trust anything coming out of Georgia.
I'm sorry, Podfather, but I can't agree with it.
Well, I think the states that, Biden won, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Arizona, and Georgia, they had Republican-controlled legislatures. And I guess the most important question is, where are the state legislatures? Because I believe they're the ones in charge of running the elections, really, because they make the laws. And how do I want to word this? Where are the investigations?
Oh, well, okay. So they investigated and they found out that you're a dumbass and it didn't really happen. So sorry. Nope. Try again. Try something else. I mean,
Sounds like they legalized it, if you ask me.
well, they did. They did. They threw out court case after court case. People actually brought court cases in the state of Pennsylvania and in Georgia and in Michigan and Wisconsin. And the liberal judge said
Arizona.
And the liberal judge said, let's see. Oh, you don't have standing. You can't bring a case before this court. So it's out. It's gone.
Or they're going to say that you didn't word your amicus brief properly.
That's right. You're not wearing briefs, so you cannot bring this court or this case before the court. It is dismissed with prejudice. You can't refile it. Fuck you. Joe Biden's your president.
So here's where the Democrats, this is what I foresee.
Okay.
All Joe Biden has this upcoming election season.
Yep.
The Democrats and Joe is going to say, you're risking democracy if you elect Donald Trump. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, I think it's going to be the Republicans don't care about immigration because they refuse to sign my bill.
You're going to make my head explode. Stop it.
Why wouldn't, they put up this bill and the Republicans don't want to sign it. So they're okay with all the illegal aliens coming in.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, Podfather. Okay, so there were two immigration bills that have been floated by the president. The first one, his day one bill. Does anybody know what was in that bill? Just out of curiosity. Does anybody know? No, you don't? Yeah, nobody knew what was in the bill, except for the fact that it opened the fucking borders and allowed more people to come in without questioning them. That's exactly what his day one immigration bill did. It increased the numbers of people who could seek asylum in this country. Do you feel threatened in your country? Come on, you can come in. Here's $1,000 a month and a cell phone, and we'll see you in 7 years. Just be sure to vote Democrat, and everything will be okay. That was the first bill. What was the second bill that all these senators got together? Because, border security is crushing us after 3 years of Joe Biden. And what did they do? What was this?
Well, hold on, Scooter. It wasn't a problem. Our borders were secure for the first 3 years, according to Trump and everybody else, and Mayorkas.
Not Trump. According to Garland and Mayorkas and Biden, the borders were secure. Borders were secure. As a matter of fact, they were so secure. What did Joe Biden do on his very first day in the office of president?
He got rid of all the restrictions.
Yes, he did. He nullified all of Trump's executive orders that closed the border, that stopped illegal immigration. And what else did he do? He stopped the border wall.
Yeah. No borders, no borders, no country. Apparently Biden forgets about that. I mean, this upcoming election.
Yes.
If there's any chance in hell that Biden wins this, our country as we know it is gone. It's already in. It's like a truck on an edge, ready just to fucking fall over and tip over, and everyone's dead inside the truck.
We're on two wheels.
We are. Well, if that truck is about to drive over a cliff, be sure and tell them Large Marge sent you.
Large Marge? What the fuck does Large Marge have to do with anything?
Marge is in charge.
She was the truck driver.
Oh, Large Marge is taking us over the fucking cliff.
I mean, you have a sitting president right now.
Yes.
Who's okay with all the millions of illegals coming in. Mm-hmm. You also have, which I just learned of this either last night or today.
Yep.
They're fucking flying in hundreds of thousands of illegal aliens.
Secretly.
You know what? They don't even have to fucking walk for miles and cross the border. They get free plane rides from wherever the hell they're at.
That's right. Pick them up all around the world. It's like a bus service, Joe Biden's bus service. Get on board. We're going to the promised land, people. Whoop, whoop.
You know what? And I mean, for fuck's sake, at some point, why doesn't Joe Biden just tell the American people, hey, this is what I'm doing, like it or not, tough shit. But at the same time, if we're going to allow this, why am I still paying such high fucking taxes? I should be paying less since there's more millions of people in this country.
No, you got to support. That's the whole deal. You got to remember the contract they wrote with those fucks is that you are going to be supporting them.
That's right. I forgot. I got to support them too.
You got to pay for their phone bills. You got to pay for their electric, their gas, their vehicles. You got to pay that stipend that allows them to put more money into the economy to help the economy grow. And like, you know, like Nate Nadler says up in New York, nobody's picking our vegetables anymore. We got to have them.
Oh, so the Chinese and the fucking Iranians are going to go out to the fields and pick vegetables, right?
Yeah, right.
The only thing they'll be doing is fucking going out and stealing fucking AR-15s to blow our asses up.
Pretty much. Speaking of illegal, look, El Gato's in the house.
Hey,
yo.
Well,
did you pick up your not green card, but your charge card, your debit card that you get for free now?
Can I borrow some money, Gato? You keep the conversation going slightly, Podfather. I shall return.
Well, I think we know where most of our taxpayer money is going. It's going over to a country called Ukraine, and you got Zelensky basically telling America to pony up, or basically saying no money, no peace.
Well, I had a theory about that. So, yes, Ukraine has received billions upon billions of our hard-earned taxpayer dollars, right?
Taxpayer money wasted.
Why don't we send some of the illegals that are coming over to go assist in the fight? I mean, we're already paying them. They should go do something for us. But I guess, who was it in chat? You have Miss Dixie. She's saying, and now they're getting interest-free, no down payment homes. Yeah, I mean, in some of these states, they're getting up to $9,000 of freebies, housing, healthcare. Recently, I saw a bill being introduced into California. California wants to make it legal for illegal aliens to obtain, get this, a loan for a house. They're going to begin in California to be obtaining mortgages. You can't make this stuff up. And yet, here we are, millions upon millions of Americans struggling to make ends meet paycheck to paycheck. Some not even being able to afford health care. And, yet at the same time, we're sending billions of dollars overseas and giving hundreds of millions of dollars to illegal immigrants.
Well, I think the illegal immigrants that the government is just giving away free money to, that taxpayers like you and Scooter and me and others are paying for. Like the reason that we don't bother sending them over to Ukraine to reason with like Zelensky and over to Russia to reason with Putin is like, oh no, they're a national treasure, and Trump and the whole MAGA, that we're their national nightmare. But you know what Trump ought to be saying to them is that he ought to be thanking those radical Democrats who think the illegal aliens are our national treasure for letting him live rent free in their heads.
I'm telling you there, Podfather. And then let's see what else we have. And then you have Joe Biden, who tomorrow he's going to do the State of the Union. And we'll see it'll be interesting to see what he has to say about immigration. It really will be. You have, I've seen some articles. I was just reading an article from the Washington Post saying how crime on a whole is down and how the Republicans are making such a big deal about, the illegal aliens committing crimes, committing murder, and all of that. And it's just amazing how they want to brainwash everyone. I mean, the recent what was the one gal's name? The college girl, Podfather.
That happened right here in Georgia. Laken Riley was
Riley. Let's see tomorrow if Joe Biden mentions Laken Riley. Riley, is it?
Well, Laken Riley is her name.
I guarantee you he's not. I mean, he hasn't even reached out to the family and apologized to them.
Well, Donald Trump reached out to him. To me, that tells me Donald Trump is way more presidential than Joe Biden is.
I mean, when the incident with George Floyd happened, he was, the Democrats were on it like flies on shit. But we have an illegal immigrant commit a murder.
Can I add in there?
I think
I just want to add. Remember George Floyd? Remember Breonna in Kentucky with the drug dealer and boyfriend?
Yeah,
all over that shit, all over it.
But nothing. There's not a word from the White House about Lake and Riley.
Not gonna be.
I guess our life doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't fit the narrative. Nope.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing that probably won't be on display at this State of the Union address is, if you remember 4 years ago when Nancy Pelosi ripped up Donald Trump's State of the Union speech before our very eyes, and but she was hailed as a hero for that. But imagine if, like, Speaker Mike Johnson ripped up Biden's speech. They would just be, burning him at the stake.
So, Scooter, I was mentioning how I was reading a Washington Post and how they were saying how the Republicans are making such a big deal about crime and murders and all that, but all the statistics point to, where the illegal aliens are going to, the crime rate is actually down. In my part. But here's the case in point, though.
Okay.
Let's say it is down. That's great. That's fine and dandy.
Sure.
But the fact of, we have a college girl who was murdered by someone who was never supposed to be in the country.
Correct.
I don't give a shit how bad crime is or isn't. That's one murder that should have been prevented.
Okay. How about the 10-year-old boy in Maryland? Hit and run. Illegal alien that didn't have a driver's license, ran him over. How about the 10-month-old baby that was beat to death by 3 illegal aliens? I mean, should that have occurred? I'm curious. Is that acceptable? Is 1 life, 2 lives, 3 lives, 10 lives acceptable? What about the little girl that was drug into the cornfield in Iowa, raped and killed by an illegal alien that wasn't supposed to be here?
Right.
How come the young man, Mr. Ibarra, wasn't detained in New York City when he was arrested for battery on a person younger than 17 years old? Why did they just let him out, let him walk, so he could run off to Georgia and kill Lake and Riley?
At what point is enough enough? At what point do American citizens say we've had it? Does it have to be a culture war?
I think
that's what eventually will happen. You're gonna separate all the races all over again, repeat history, and this race not liking that race. And I mean, Scooter, you and I talked about it off the air the other day. It's getting to the point to where the American people, I mean, we have criminals coming in here and robbing us of our cash. That's what it boils down to. You want President Biden's last, the Senate came up with that last bill, how they wanted to allow 5,000 illegals into the country every day on average. Okay. And I told you, well, how about you want to do that? How about you let me rob a bank? And once I take 20 grand, or once American people have robbed banks of $1 million, you know what? Cut it off. No more stealing from the bank.
That's right.
It's the same principle.
Shut it. Yes. Shut it down. No, you can steal $999,999. But if somebody steals $1 million, boom, done. Cut it off. That's
no more stealing.
That's it. But here's the key. All right. So we have to let people steal at least $100,000 or $200,000 all the time.
Okay.
That's okay. That's acceptable. They can keep stealing the 100, but even though we cut it off at the 1 million mark, when they steal $1 million, you still got to let those $100,000 and $200,000 thefts occur, because that's just how good-hearted we are.
So eventually, in either of these examples, what ends up happening, Scooter? On one example, you run out of fucking money.
Yes.
In the illegal immigrants portion of this example, you have a nation full of people that don't belong here. I mean, we already have had as many illegal aliens come into this country over the course of Joe Biden's tenure than more than 37 states.
That is correct. We've replaced the population of 37 states, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's, I don't get it. I mean, this upcoming election, if you have a brain, how do you vote for someone who has destroyed this country? The latest poll that I read in California,
yes,
only 12% of Californians say that their life is better off now than it was before Joe Biden. Only 12%, folks. California is filled with Democrats. Only 12%. So these idiots, aka libtards, I'll ask you, Scooter, do these guys go with the guy who has not improved their life just over someone who might have just hurt their feelings but may have done better for them and their families?
Okay, so two things here. To be a liberal, you have to suspend all belief in facts. Okay? So once you cross the line, once you emigrate from Nevada into California, you have to suspend the belief in facts. So facts don't matter, only feelings do. All right? And number two, it's all Trump's fault. It's all Trump's fault, so you cannot elect Trump back into office because low gas prices, low prices of food at your grocery store, food on the shelves at your grocery store is not a good thing for this country. That's going to ruin this country. Too much consuming is going to ruin the country. It's going to allow the people who don't make a lot of money begin to make more and actually take pride in the work they're doing and actually form some skills and get out of the freaking fast food industry. Although California is making it very lucrative to work in the fast food industry.
Yeah, you get $20 to $21 an hour.
That's right, and they've proposed 50. Don't forget,
50.
They're trying to get it to 50. That is correct. They're going to 50, but that's just it. And the people who have a modicum of intelligence in California, where have they gone?
I know.
I'm waiting for you. Give it to me.
They've come to Las Vegas, Nevada. They've come to Texas. They're moving to Florida. I even heard they're moving to
North Carolina is another good one.
Yep. And funny thing is, some of these half-tarded liberals that have come out of California, they moved into Texas, they gravitated towards Austin because Austin is the cultural highlight in the state of Texas. And they've introduced all their wonderful policies into the city of Austin. They've hired a liberal DA who lets everybody go and prosecutes anyone that looks like a conservative, Mr. Gonzalez. And you know what they found out down there in Austin, Texas, slightly?
No, what did they find out?
They found out their policies are stupid and they don't work, and now they're trying to get rid of the idiots that put the policies in place. They want to fund the police back.
Why would you want to do that?
Well, because they're tired of getting mugged, raped, robbed, and killed, and the police can't show up because there is no police to show up. The crime on 6th Street down there in Austin, Texas, I don't know if you have gone to Austin, Texas ever, but they have this beautiful little strip of bars and music and barbecue where you can have an amazing, wonderful time. But now, evidently, the liberal policies dictate that you're not allowed to have a good time, and that's where most of the crime is happening. So all of the business owners on 6th Street down in Austin, Texas, seem to be going broke. Just saying,
They're going broke.
Yep.
Are we all?
I'm sorry, I was just going to point out Miss Dixie's party down on 6th Street. That's where Austin City Limits is. I don't know if you've ever heard of that little program where they play guitars and sing songs and they do a lot of fun stuff. Come on,
I guess we have Mr. Enigma. He lives in Austin.
Does he live in Austin? Oh, Lord. Mr. Enigma,
he's changed a lot.
Well, Mr. Enigma.
That's Jimmy.
you got to answer for me in the chat if you would. We're not taking callers at the moment. But here's the big deal. Have they gotten rid of all the homeless encampments under the I-35 bridges up and down beautiful Austin, Texas? Can you tell me that? Just let me know.
So we haven't gotten too much into FANI. It's like the soap opera of the year.
I think it's a great soap opera. Are you kidding?
Oh my God, it's very fascinating. I make my passengers listen to it. I don't give a shit what they say.
Well, I just saw a very interesting soap opera story today. CBS is deciding they're going to debut a new daytime soap opera. It's in development right now called The Gates, and it's like the first, black themed soap since the NBC soap opera Generations.
That is interesting.
There you go. So FANI,
I sent it to your Twitter X DM, James. You'll have to read it.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that there, Podfather. So FANI, what's going to happen to FANI? Is she going to get prosecuted? Is she, she's like, I'm not the one on trial. Donald Trump is the one on trial. Stop looking at me, my black ass.
You out to get me because I'm a powerful African-American woman. That's all it is. You're racist and you are misogynistic because you hate women. And that's what it is. Yes.
And remember, black people keep money in their house.
or the time that Michael Jackson said about Tommy Mottola, he is mean and he's a racist and he's very, very, very devilish.
Ooh, yes. Devilish. Well, the fun thing that's going on with FANI Willis, if you have not been following the days of our lives in Fulton County, let me catch you up real quick here. All right. So they've had the trial. The judge has listened to all the evidence brought forth by the attorneys for the folks that have been accused of racketeering in Fulton County in trying to steal an election. Okay. So we've shut that down. They had
so we're waiting to hear from what the judge is going to rule.
Exactly.
Right? And he's at least at minimum going to tell us whether FANI and Loverboy should be off the case or not.
Exactly. It should. Okay. Should they be? And see, that brings up another question, because if we go to this point, if they're removed from the case, because there is enough evidence, the preponderance of evidence is great enough that they should be removed from the case because they lied. They lied not only on the stand, and you brought this to my attention, they tampered with witnesses. FANI Willis herself tampered with a witness, with the attorney Bradley, who was the divorce attorney for Mr. Nathan Wade, and she said, do not testify.
Yeah.
Do not testify.
You can't be doing that. Mm-hmm. And that itself, she knows she's in the wrong. I don't care if it was a lavish vacation or if it was just a vacation. These two were fucking around.
Oh.
She got the case to go after Trump, and she's like, I can give this to my boy over here, and my boy can take me on vacation. We can travel the world.
Yeah.
But Nathan Wade wasn't expecting his soon-to-be ex-wife to really make this big discovery.
Okay, you going to lay it on us, or am I going to have to pull it out of you? What are we talking about? And yes, Dose, she did. Because like his pending divorce,
resulted in his inappropriate relationship with FANI being discovered. And then another thing about this case too that I thought wasn't right from the very beginning. You remember like the grand jury foreman, going on NBC Nightly News, and and she was all like shits and giggles. She was so chipper as chipper can be, that she got to be a part of a grand jury to indict Trump. Why isn't she facing any kind of legal ramifications?
Well, and she talked about the proceedings, which you're not supposed to do because grand juries are supposed to be secretive in nature. I mean, that's part of the law. They're secretive. The information that goes on in there, unless they issue a true bill, that's when you find out somebody's been indicted. She goes on CNN and says, I want to swear Donald Trump in so he can testify. Let's do all of that. So she gave out information that she wasn't supposed to, and they let that slide. How they let that slide, don't know. But
Yeah, but that's the same thing as that's the same thing as when what's Loverboy's name again?
Nathan Wade?
Nathan Wade.
Yeah, so right at the end of Nathan Wade's testimony.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't watch it. I only listened to it. But from what I gathered, before he even got off the witness stand, she rushed into the courtroom. So she's all gung-ho about testifying. At the same time, she's not supposed to be listening to what the proceedings are.
Nope.
So you can't tell me that she wasn't listening. She was.
Oh, she was, and she tried to rebut and refute the testimony. She came in there. It should have been, he should have barred her from the courtroom completely, because it was
for the entire day.
Exactly. It was inappropriate for her to come in during his testimony before he left the stand, because
right.
I don't know if any of you have been to court or if you've been a witness in a court proceeding, but they segregate you from the court, so your testimony will not be tainted by other, not the little spot between your legs, but that it won't be acrimonious or it won't be a lie based on something you heard from somebody else. So yeah. And Miss Dixie is right. She came in ready to throw down.
Oh, she was so amped up, and that's the other reason why you could tell that she had been listening to the testimony. Otherwise, why would she be so riled up?
And she was, okay, what about, we're supposed to have a modicum of decorum in our court system. So you are supposed to behave. You're supposed to be respectful. She was a little bitch. She came up on the stand. That's a lie. You're wrong. She was fucking objecting to the counsel who was questioning her.
And she has no right as a witness to object.
Nope, she does not.
And I'm just curious if she were, back in the day, well, she never prosecuted anybody, to my knowledge.
Right.
But would she allow witnesses to treat her the way she treated?
Oh, no, that's straight to contempt. She'd move for a contempt hearing, and she would tie that fucking, yeah. Now,
bottom line is the judge has no balls.
No, he's scared of her. He is scared of her. And
well, he might not be scared of her, but he might be scared that he's not going to get reelected into his position.
Yes.
That's what he's scared of.
No, I think he is also scared of the power that she may wield, because here's what's got to happen. If he removes her from the case, there needs to be an immediate hearing in the State Bar of Georgia. So they need to bring her up on charges for her inappropriate behavior.
Just on her behavior, she deserves to be disbarred.
She does. And then beyond that, it's going to create a catastrophe for Fulton County, because now everybody is going to be appealing sentences based on the DA and her behavior. Mm-hmm. So everybody's sitting down there in that crappy jail where they're dying anyway, because that's what happens in the jails that are run by FANI Willis. They die and they sleep with bed bugs. And
at least they don't have scorpions.
No, because scorpions they don't fuck with us down here. They stay out in the desert with you. But no, that's essentially what is going to happen, and it is going to be a catastrophe. Something I think that the politicians in Georgia who are in power right now are trying to protect themselves from that happening, because as soon as the first case gets appealed and as soon as it's overturned on appeal, what's going to happen? Civil suits are going to come flying out the ass, and they're going to bankrupt Atlanta and Fulton County.
That they will, and I think they both need to be taken off the case.
Yep.
And I think if anybody is wanting to continue to pursue this case against Donald Trump, at this point, with the entire state of Georgia knowing all kinds of details about what's going on and how FANI was influenced and potentially having conversations with the White House, allegedly.
Yes.
Well, actually, it's not allegedly.
George Soros money too.
There are records that her and Mr. Wade went to visit Kamalama Ding Dong.
Well, so they not just Kamalama Ding Dong. That's a separate visit. That's a new visit that they found. But Nathan Wade has been to the White House for strategy sessions, allegedly, with the White House counsel and the Biden administration on how to pursue charges against Donald J. Trump. So the lawfare is spread wide. And, I mean, slightly.
And how is that legal? How is it that the administration can strategize with attorneys to go after a political opponent?
Because Joe Palpatine is sitting up there and he says, I will make it legal. That's it's a banana republic. We've got Maduro's light, who can't remember if he's wearing socks, sitting in the White House. And you've got all of these Gen Zers and millennials who are running the White House, you know, Corinne, John, Clown, Pierre up there. Yeah. All these folks that have been hired in to do this stuff are doing their best to protect their own asses. So.
I mean, you have that going on. Mm-hmm. You also have the fucking liberal media thinking that they're in communist China, basically defending the Biden administration. And you know what? If they do have, here's the thing. Every time Trump goes to fucking talk, you have MSLSD, you have CBS, all of them, all the liberal channels, they are muting his speeches.
Yeah, they cut away to, we can't listen to this false information.
Listen to that. Right. Yep. So what happens when we have a debate? Are they just going to, when Biden talks, they'll have the volume on, then when it goes to Trump, they're just going to be, oh, well, you don't need to hear what this fucker has to say. He's a blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's another case of the 1% knowing what is best for you. They want to be your parents. They want to be the country's parents. They know what's best. You don't know what's best. You, as a society, are stupid. And you have to be rescued by these folks at the top level who've made all the money and have all the power right now because they want to keep the power. And the only way that they can keep the power is to make sure you remain compliant and ignorant. And that's what
they're definitely ignorant by watching those types of channels.
Well, exactly.
I mean, we're starting to live in a country to where you can't even hear what a former president of the United States has to say.
Exactly. That is exactly.
I mean, socialism. It's communism.
And here's the thing. Okay, so they've put all of these little dominoes into play. So they've got the state of New York trying to bankrupt Trump, right?
Right.
Okay, so if he's bankrupt, he can't run for president. So that's not working out the way they intended it. All right, so they've got Fulton County. They're going to put him in jail. They're going to convict him of a felony of racketeering for trying to steal an election that he did not steal, and that there's no proof that he stole it, and that he didn't collude to steal it. And colluding is not any kind of a felony charge. There is no law against colluding. Yes, sir.
Can you flip the script? Can you go after her for racketeering for what's going on?
Yes, you can. But it's not going to happen because the racketeering charge would have to come from the Department of Justice. It would be a federal charge against the lovely FANI Willis. And you know what? Garland's not going to go after her because Garland's trying to protect his own ass. He wasn't smart enough to be a Supreme Court justice. Thank God he never got confirmed. That is the one thing that I will give Mitch McConnell that he did correctly. When Obama brought up Merrick Garland to be a justice, he squashed it, and thank God he did, because the court system would be completely Ketanji Jackson Browned to the 9th degree if he was sitting there.
all over again.
Well, I think the moral of President Trump is the Supreme Court is probably going to be his biggest legacy. You know, God willing, he comes back, and even if he doesn't, the court having a conservative majority like it does, because I mean, I think a lot of the rhinos and the radical Democrats are going to have egg on their faces like you wouldn't believe.
Sure.
Well, there's a new thing in California, though, right? That some of the state representatives, like Schiff and Miss Debbie Schultz, they're trying to pass something to prevent him.
Jamie, the cancer patient Raskin out of Maryland. Yes, that is exciting and interesting information. So here's the bottom line. If they can't get him convicted, if they can't get him bankrupted, if the federal government falls through with their charges for harboring secret materials in Mar-a-Lago, here is the next step they're going to take, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just warning you. Oh, come on now. We'll have to.
By which we could determine
promise we're not
that
like
someone who committed insurrection
liberal.
is disqualified by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. And the House of Representatives already impeached Donald Trump for participating in insurrection by inciting it. So the House has already pronounced upon that.
Wait. They might have charged him and impeached him, but he was never convicted of insurrection, sir.
That doesn't matter. That's a fact. Remember, the truth and the facts do not matter when it comes to liberal Democrats. I mean, let's listen to that from the beginning one more time. Is that okay with everybody? I thank you for playing along. This is Slightly in my show, so fuck y'all.
I am working with a number of my colleagues, including Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Eric Swalwell, to revive legislation that we had to set up a process by which we could determine that someone who committed insurrection is disqualified by Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. And the House of Representatives already impeached Donald Trump for participating in insurrection by inciting.
So this all has to do with because when the Supreme Court ruled 9-0 about this, about booting Trump off of the ballots,
right?
The Supreme Court in their, what do they call it in their write-up? What is
in their decision?
Yeah, in their decision, they call it a certain term, but whatever. When they made their commentary about it, they basically said, if it's going to have anything to do with insurrection or this and that and the other, we're punting it back to Congress. They are the ones that need to take care of this, not us. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Is that where the idea stemmed from? Was from the Supreme Court?
Right. Well, okay, so the Supreme Court said that if any laws are going to be made, then the federal legislation has to come out of the Congress. All right. And that no one person in a state has the right to remove a candidate from a federal election. So their bright idea is, well, we're going to make it that he committed insurrection. They're going to try to fit that in some kind of a round hole with a big square fucking dildo, and I'm not sure how that's going to work. But
so he has 91 indictments to date.
How many has he been convicted on?
Not a damn one of them.
Okay, so what is the case in New York? What was that?
Oh my God, I can't remember all of them.
Well, that was a civil matter. So
that was right. Civil matter as far as the author of some book, or she lied about being sexually harassed.
E. Jean Carroll. Okay. Also, the matter before Ingeron the Dragon Slayer, or whatever the fuck he is, the woman scarer. That was a civil matter as well. That only comes with a $1 penalty.
Right.
No jail time.
And the Eugene Carroll's going to be. I think it's still going to be. They're gonna fight that. Still,
they'll appeal it, and the decision will be overturned.
Right.
Because it's number one, it's excessive. Number two, they had to change a law in order to allow the suit to go forward because it had run out of time. I mean, 1990, 30 years ago.
Well, how does she even win when she can't even remember when it happened?
And that's the other thing that they're going to win on appeal because there are no facts to the case.
And then the other one in New York that he lost was basically, the one with no victim.
Yeah, the civil penalty. The case.
And he's going to appeal that, and he should win that too.
I see. The problem is the only way he will be able to win that is if they can get it out of the state court system and to the federal appeals and to the United States Supreme Court, because the state of New York is going to hammer him no matter what, because they've been giving the marching orders here's the deal. You've got to take down Trump. You've got to do it however you can, take away all of his money. It still continues to amass penalties and interest. How can a government see, and this has bothered me. All right. So if you do not pay your taxes on time, you incur a penalty and interest.
Right.
How is that legal? I want to know. We got any lawyers in there that can explain to me how a penalty and interest, because just because they put it into law, that law should be repealed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we outlawed debtors' prisons. And one of the things that went along with debtors' prisons, if you couldn't pay your bills and somebody took you to court and said, I want him in the workhouse until he can pay me back what he owes me. Now, number one, that is a stupid premise. So you're earning money right now. I'm going to take you out of your job. I'm going to put you in a facility where you can't earn money, and I'm going to leave you.
You can't pay me back.
Yeah, you can't pay me back, and I'm going to leave you there until you pay me back. It's extortion, because what happens in most of the cases, the family members go out and mortgage their homes, sell their cars, give blood, sell semen, become hookers, and they pay. Yeah, they pay off the debt, and it's a racket. It's a racket. It also occurs with child support, but that's a different story. Altogether. So,
I think it's time we take a break.
I think we need to. Somebody, quick! Oh, Lord have mercy. Here, check this out.
Have you joined the BWD crew yet? Well, if you haven't, then you need to. Visit linktree.com/BWD crew and follow the community link to become an exclusive member of the BWD crew. Now, when you join, you'll become instantly eligible for all those contests, trivia, and fun subscriber-only content. Ooh, does it cost to join? Yes, it does. But it's less than a medium caramel frappe from McDonald's. And you can believe me, you'll get more value from that BWD crew and a lot less lip from a teenage fast food worker. So don't delay. Be sure to join the Beans and Weenie community today. That's linktree.com/BWD crew.
I love the music background on that.
I do. I like that music background too.
Yeah. You're listening to the Beans and Weenie Show is slightly doomed. And now, here are those lovable future felons, James and Scooter.
All right, welcome back. Yes. Where's the time flown? We only got about 20 minutes left now.
Yeah.
We're doing good on time tonight.
Dude, I'm sorry. I've derailed the tracks here.
Good. I think we covered a lot of what we were going to talk about tonight.
Election interference, Super Tuesday. Trump wins big.
I mean, what else is there to cover? Let's see. I know what we have tomorrow night. We have the State of the Union, although I think many of our listeners already know what the state of our union is right now.
State of the Union bingo, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to ask you to help us craft a wonderful game.
Oh, my goodness. It's going to be interesting tomorrow. You think President Biden's going to get through it all with his note cards?
You know, that that brings up kind of a scenario. I mean, has anybody ever seen the movie Dave? I'm just curious. Yes, the movie Dave.
I've seen What About Bob?
Well, no, What About Bob is good. But no, the movie Dave, Sigourney Weaver's in it. Podfather, you can't pipe in here. Kevin Kline, the premise of the movie. Here's the premise of the movie. So the president, all right, it's a movie about a president who is basically an asshole. And he's a jackass, and he's ripping off the people, and he's doing terrible things and sending money to countries and then having it funneled back to him. Sound familiar?
Huh.
Yeah. Well, anyway, interesting thing is, halfway through the term of this presidency, he has a stroke and he dies.
Oh, how sad.
Yes. And the Kevin Kline character, he passes away. But guess what? They go out and they find another person that looks just like the president. It happens to be Kevin Kline #2.
I think I know where you're going.
There we go. But here's the deal. Kevin Kline #2 is a nice guy. And he wants to help people, and he wants to do nice things for the American people who can't pay their bills and they can't make money and stuff. So we're not actually on the same kind of plot line that we have going on right now. But the culmination of the film, Dave is going to give the State of the Union speech, and he walks up to the podium and he starts talking about the State of the Union, where the country is in a great place and we're doing great things, and but I want to clear the air about one thing. I'm a piece of shit, and I've broken a lot of laws, and I've done a lot of bad things. And he has this moment, this episode, where he just kind of does a Mitch McConnell and locks up, and he says, I.
And he dies?
And he falls over on the podium. Yes.
Dead.
Fakes. Wow. I think perhaps, I'm just thinking outside of the box here, we might see a Dave moment at the State of the Union.
Okay.
You know, Joey bumbling Biden's going to get up there. He's going to start talking and rambling, and he's going to get up. He's going to whisper real creepy, "Where are the little girls? I want to sniff them. Come on, look, come here, bring a little girl."
You okay, Podfather?
You know, like, where's Jerry Springer when we need him? Because I think Jerry Springer, if he was still alive, he'd probably be saying, "What are you trying to do? Raise the State of the Union's ratings?"
No, it's gonna be one of the most watched television to date, I think.
But here's the deal: why are they going to be watching it? What do you think they're going to be watching for?
Because people want to watch how bad Joe Biden is as far as his health, how out of touch he is, how he's not all there. I'll be very surprised if he makes it through. I really will. And all I can foresee him talking about, he's not going to bring up anything about the illegal aliens, except for that the Republicans don't want to work with me, and all they got to do is sign a bill, and he's going to tell you how great things are and everything he's done. He's allowed illegal aliens to come through our country. He's forgiven billions of dollars of student debt. Why isn't the Supreme Court on his ass about that? They already told him he can't use taxpayer dollars.
Well, no,
he finds a way to do it anyways.
See, you're missing something here. Supreme Court knocked it down. Supreme Court said that's illegal. The DOJ has to enforce the ruling.
I'm telling you, at some point, the American people are just going to have to take the laws into their own hands. I'm just saying. Anyways, I'm not
do not advocate. What the fuck are you trying to do? I don't want any black suits showing up at my front door. I've had enough of those bastards.
I'm just saying that at some point, the American people will, hopefully it's not too late. But anyways, but what is he, what other talking points does Joe have tomorrow? Enlightened.
Well, no, I want to play a game. So we need the talent and the skills of everybody in the audience, everybody over on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, and what am I missing here besides Podbean? Anywhere else that you are watching or listening to the stream. Here's the thing: we want to play State of the Union bingo. How do you play State of the Union bingo?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's very good. So here's the deal. You guys are going to give us ideas to put on bingo cards. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a little bingo card. You may be able to go find it out at the beansandweenieshow.com website. Download it. Watch the State of the Union tomorrow. Cross off the items that come up. And see, here's the deal. All right, so we need 45 answers at least. I'll make up a few of them. Don't worry about that. I'll throw a few in there. But we got to start off. So we're going to give you the free space in the middle. Now, my number one square that I'm gonna locate on there is mentioning Laken Riley's name. Will he do it? Laken Riley. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he will. So, but anyway.
I would say no.
Okay, that's fine, but it's going to be on the bingo card. So what else? What else are we going to hear from Joe Biden tomorrow night? Is he going to talk about Build Back Better? Will he make that phrase, that statement?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Probably not.
Well, they've told him that it's a piece of shit statement, but I'll tell you what, I think he'll say it. I think it's going to be on there.
I don't think so. Yep. I think he's going to say how great our economy is and how many jobs he's created.
Good economy. All right. So I got good economy. Anybody else coming up? Everybody's fucking. They're either drinking a lot of whiskey in the chat room tonight because we're not getting any.
Yeah, where is everybody? Come on.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It does seem a little quiet, doesn't it? But I wonder if Lauren Boebert or Marjorie Taylor Greene or somebody's gonna heckle Joe Biden like past State of the Unions.
A shout from the audience. Okay, that's on the bingo card, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
There you go.
All right, so Miss Dixie says great economy. All right, so I got that. Great economy.
He says he's going to mention the word MAGA at least 12 times.
Okay, here we've got to break that up. Extreme MAGA. Yep. All right, so we got extreme. We've got regular MAGA. What other kinds of MAGA or MAGA? See, I'm all confused because of FANI fucking WILLIS.
How about the phrase "save democracy"?
Yes, save democracy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably throw in. He's probably gonna condemn the Supreme Court on the ruling over like Donald Trump, whether he can or can't be on the ballot.
Okay, so condemnation of the Supreme Court. But will he bring up Roe versus Wade? Abortion?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
BP mentions Bidenomics.
Bidenomics?
Oh, yeah. Bidenomics, that's a good one.
Okay. Will he, let's see, you guys keep fielding these and.
How about will he call former President Donald Trump a different name?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, and will he also praise Letitia James and that corrupt New York judge?
Okay, well, yes, Engeron. Does he mention Engeron?
And Letitia James and FANI Willis and Nathan Wade.
Okay, those could be separate squares. FANI and Nathan. All right. And Nathan. Okay, so I'm getting some good squares here. You guys keep filling them. I'll come back in just a second. We'll see what we've got here. So take it from there slightly.
All right. Well, yeah, so actually Scooter and I have been talking about, and I don't know, we'll have to wait till he comes back, but we've been talking about possibly doing the show live and basically watching the State of the Union address together with y'all. Party. So, yeah, a little State of the Union party. Although there's not much to celebrate in this party about the current state of our union. But,
well, I think what will be really interesting is when the Republicans do their little response after Biden is done, and who else is like giving their little rebuttals.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see what they have to say. Let's see what job creation and shrinkflation. Oh yeah, it's crazy how there's so many issues in our country, yet he's worried about candy bars and potato chips having less amounts in them for the same price.
Well, and if Scooter's listened to this one, he'll probably include Ukraine on that list about how like Ukraine is the best thing since sliced bread, and how Putin is such a terrible person, and how Tucker was a terrible journalist for interviewing Putin.
I don't know if he'll bring up Tucker Carlson. Well, it'll be interesting. I don't think that would. We'll see. But I know Scooter might have a list of attendees that are going to be invited to tomorrow night's shindig. So we'll see if Scooter has that available.
I wonder if Jill and Kamala's husband Doug will share a passionate kiss on live TV like last year.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting. See how the two couples. That would be fantastic. Oh my god. Goodness. So that's if we do go on the air for that, it would be at, I believe, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow night,
Right.
the State of the Union, and it should be a grand old party. I can't wait to see what comes out of the mouth of President Joe Biden, and it'll be interesting. I mean, you know what would be? Here's what I foresee. Actually, I think there's a chance that before he goes to the State of the Union, that he signs an executive order having to do with immigration. That way, when he walks up onto that stage, he can say, well, the Republicans refused to do anything, so this is what I did. What do you think of that, Scooter?
Dude, I think, executive order announcement at the State of the Union. I got that. We've got some great stuff coming in over on Rumble. And this one is definitely going to be on the bingo card. He's going to call Kamala the president.
Oh, yeah.
Kamala the president.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's going to fucking be gold.
I would love to see Biden refer to House Speaker Mike Johnson as Kevin McCarthy or Paul Ryan or John Boehner at this point, or Nancy Pelosi.
Okay. Low unemployment, stock market. These are awful. What is it? You fucking don't like me? I leave for 2 seconds and you guys come up with this shit now?
Shrinkflation, don't forget. Miss Dixon says she's going to mention shrinkflation. And, yeah.
Yep. Low unemployment.
I like that one, Miss Dixie.
Job creation, shrinkflation. These are the bingo cards filling up quickly. Low gas prices. Lowered the gas prices. Yep. I'm digging President Kamala. And will he say?
And the second man?
Say that again?
We're going to see the first lady and wait, no. Who is it? Who exchanged kisses? The first lady and the second man, right? Last time?
Yes.
Second gentleman, yes.
Second dude, whatever the fuck he is.
How is that politically correct?
I got another good one.
Pronoun?
You know, Dianne Feinstein died last year. I wonder if he's going to be looking for Dianne in the audience.
I want to recognize Dianne Feinstein, that great senator from Cass. Stand up, Dianne. Well, oh, Lord, she's not here. Oh, Lord, she's dead. Oh, God. Bless her. God bless her heart. Dumbass. Wait a minute. There was another good one. Let's see. He'll mention abortion. I got that one. Bidenomics, MAGA extremists. We got
low unemployment.
Extreme low unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be. Miss Dixie says call Jill his sister, but I was thinking, I'm the man married to Jill. That's me. Yeah, president's wife. Yes.
How about how many times he says, "Come on, man"?
Oh, whisper into the microphone. Oh yeah, I did that. I sniffed your kids. Yeah, that was me. Okay.
Head and shoulders.
Whisper. Now, all right. So we're good there, and then yell, and then that's right. Then
When you get mad and start yelling at everybody,
have a fit. That's right. Them damn Republicans won't let me do shit. They
won't give me the power.
I just filled up my Depends.
He mentions the ice cream.
Yeah, give me. I've been asking since day one. Give me the power.
Give me the Border Patrol.
Okay. Let's see. Thank you, Podfather. 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 5 minutes. Will he take a nap? BP, that's a good question. I think they will have him injected with enough drugs that he will not be able to sleep. Because here's the thing. You guys might not understand this, but dementia patients and Alzheimer patients, they work on a strict schedule.
Oh, does that mean they take vacations 5 days a week?
Well, they're pretty much on vacation the whole time. But here's the deal: when the clock strikes a certain hour, usually it's about 4 or 5 o'clock, shit goes haywire.
Oh.
So this State of the Union is at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, long after Joe Biden's bedtime.
That's what I was thinking. Isn't he asleep by then?
And we'll come up with an ice cream. This reminds me of the time when Corn Pop was rubbing the hair on my legs. He's a bad dude. When I was growing up in Scarborough, Pennsylvania.
So are we? Are we going to be on the air for this?
Do you want to do it live on the air? I think it'd be fun.
That would be fun.
I think the commentary, everybody else is going to go live. Why don't we go live and we'll simulcast it?
There we go.
The State of the Union with Slightly and Scooter. And maybe we can get Shells up here and she can do a little shaky.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, and we might have Bill O'Reilly saying, "We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live." Remember that one?
I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments I'm reading the fucking comments on Rumble. They're golden. They're fucking golden. That's right. Yeah. Smear shit on the walls of the White House. That's
do you have a short list of the invitations that were handed out?
Oh, good Lord. Half of the invitations were turned down. He invited the wife of Navalny from Russia, Putin's arch nemesis who was killed in the prison in Siberia. He reached out. He invited Navalny, and she said, "Fuck no, I'm not coming to your country. You're nuts." And then I know that Jill Biden reached out to Voldemort Zelensky.
For what? They want him to fucking be there too?
To invite his wife. She was wanting a threesome. I'm not sure Joe was going to be awake for it. And she said, "No, you stinky bitch. Just send the money and we'll be okay."
Typical woman.
Yes. Okay, now the one person or the family that Joe Biden has not invited, nobody has invited from the Democratic side, the family of Lake and Riley.
Shocking.
We mentioned that.
It is shocking, but the person that did invite the Riley family, and this I think is going to be fantastic. This is, I think, where you're going to get MTG to stand up, or Lauren Boebert, and call him a murderer, is Collins, the current representative from Georgia in the House of Representatives, has extended an invitation to the Lake and Riley family. It's not known if they will show up, but it's been extended. Let's see here.
That would be interesting.
Yep. I had it. I've got to try to pull it up. You fill in some space because we've got like a whopping 3.5 minutes left.
I guess the biggest question that I have, I'm curious to know if he's going to invite any of the illegal aliens to show up. and show America how wonderful our country is having newcomers into our states.
Oh, that's another bingo slot. Newcomers.
Yeah, there you go. Is the term newcomers going to be said out loud?
Because the policy people in the White House have now said that you do not call them illegal immigrants, illegal aliens. You don't call them inadmissible aliens. They are now referred to as newcomers.
Unwelcome fucking newcomers, yes.
Newcomers that get $9,000 a month if you're in Chicago. Yeah.
We really have my blood pressure rise before our show ends.
Fuck the blood pressure, dude.
Oh, my God. We almost got through an entire segment without me getting upset about illegal immigration.
I'm sorry. I didn't put it in any of the show notes. You'll notice there's no illegal immigration.
Stayed away from that topic pretty well tonight. I'm very impressed, even though that's the biggest pressing issue of our country.
That's it, $9,000, and then $53 million they're handing out of New York. And we already talked about Mr. Ibarra, who committed a crime in the city of New York, but was let go because they're a fucking bunch of liberal bastards up there. All right, so newcomers, I got that.
I mean, you know what? They should just let them go, anyways. I mean, just let them out of jail this time too. Why not?
Let's see here.
I mean.
Real quick, I was trying to pull up that list of who's been invited. Let's see. Ukraine's first lady declines the invitation. Let's see.
I wish we got invited. That'd be nice.
Well, see, and here's the thing. That is our capital. That is the citizens' capital. This bullshit about J6, we own that motherfucker. We paid the money to build it. We pay the money to sustain it. All those motherfuckers that sit inside of the Capitol buildings, to include the White House, are employed by us. And yet, everybody seems to forget that.
And even from the DOJ that's looking for emails, you can find them at Scooter at Doomsday.
Well, and we'll probably have Biden and Democrats throwing out more Hail Mary passes while they're at it.
Well, yeah, let's see. Okay, so
what else can they throw at it though? Really,
they can throw.
They're not getting anywhere with lawfare. They're losing in the courts at the Supreme Courts. I just don't see what they got.
Well, but see, the thing is, if you're given to listening to mainstream media, the problem with the entire situation is they're not losing. They're not losing. The world is.
That's a good one, Brian.
We're getting ready to put Trump away forever. He's going to get a sentence of 400 years, never going to see the light of day. His orange skin is going to turn pale white. He's going to become Bubba's girlfriend. And you know what? He's going to be walking around with some Kool-Aid in his pocket.
Yeah, I actually got a different take on this whole thing. I think the Republicans and Donald Trump should be thanking the Democrats at throwing all these lawsuits and litigations against him, because it's gotten to him to where he can only focus on the important shit and not get off of script. Yep. He doesn't have time to spew all the other stuff that he normally does.
Nope, he doesn't.
So I think the Democrats have given him, something nice. It's been a gift from them, I think.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
All right. We got to wrap this up. It has been a joy and a lovely evening with you tonight, Slightly. My love to you, brother.
I send my love from Las Vegas. I just won't send the hookers and blow.
I'll take to send the hookers and crack and get to jerking away is all I can say. Get to jerking away.
I got you. Podfather, thanks for joining us.
Adios, amigos.
Podfather, any closing words before we get out of here tonight?
Well, good night and have a pleasant tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. See you around the Podbean.
That's right. And Podfather will be staying at the luxury Town Inn and Country Suites, where they have buffet breakfasts in the morning and they have little bugs in the bed at night.
I thought that was the All Suites Omni Hotel located in the heart of Chicago's Magnificent Mile.
Oh, well, see, I'm not. You didn't do it, so I had to. So it's the Town and Country Inn. There you go. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Everybody on Rumble, good night. God bless y'all.
Tomorrow night, everybody, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern.
That's right.
State of the Union with Scooter and James.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Hey, this is James from the Slightly Serious Show and the Slightly Doomed Show, and I want to thank you for tuning in and listening. Be sure to join me and Scooter on Wednesday evenings at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 Central on our live stream conversation. Check out our linktree.com/BWD crew for details on where to find the show. And remember, you are free to disagree, but don't ever stop the conversation. And if it's not serious, we probably aren't talking about it.
Man, you sound hot there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbass.
Oh, sorry. Rock on, people. We'll see you again tomorrow night. State of the Union. Be there, be square.